Anyone in the mood for some chaos on the tracks? From fiery explosions to brutal derailments, we got it all. All aboard this wild ride through the world of train disasters. Now let's get this train wreck party started, shall we? Come on, they're not actually gonna try that, are they? Damn, Darwin Award near miss for real.
Daan siya sa ilalim na
Sometimes when I see videos like this, I'm just like, is China even real? Everything seemed to be going smoothly for this train while moving through Central Avenue until some wobbling started happening. The coincidence of the surprise.com advert on the front of the tram is too good to be true. And here we got a stern reminder why you always got to obey those train crossing lanes. Here in the Netherlands, we got some shocking footage of a cyclist's near-death experience. Jumping down a bridge from the top of a moving train is the kind of thing you only see in movies. For good reason, because only professional stuntmen can do it. These guys are those professionals, so don't try this at home.
Oh my god.
I don't even know how we got to a situation where a train could collide with a wind turbine. Thankfully, no one was injured. This Ukrainian train conductor had to apply the emergency brakes after spotting a Russian BMP-3 convoy crossing the railway. And this, folks, was the visual proof I needed to never go near train tracks again. Bro, come on, it's 2024. Just make AI fake it for you. I don't know about you, but trams have always felt like docile, slow-moving, annoying little things. But videos like this, taken in the city of Aurora, really put things in perspective. Man, this is some apocalyptic style train derailment. You know when it's crumpled and on fire, things are really bad. Ooh, I do not like how that makes me feel. Looks like another driver binge-watched the Fast and Furious series. And here we got this tram cockpit that seems to be driverless. I mean, I guess somebody's gotta operate the tram in the ghost town. Though this should be common sense. If you ever see smoke coming out of a train after derailment, run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. When people think of train derailments, they often think of way out in the middle of nowhere. but sometimes they're set off at stations or train yards, causing massive structural damage. Listen, lady, you can put yourself at risk as much as you want, but you keep those sweet little angel poppers far away from those tracks. Okay, so by now you're maybe a little bit afraid of trains, so let's also show you the other side. How much some trains can take and be totally fine. Man, you're gonna need one of those firefighter helicopters for this. You know, in times like this, you really have to feel bad for the train conductor who's kind of faced with an impossible decision.
It's horrible. Look, now it's 2 hours, just stay 2 hours.
The state of Ohio has had its fair share of derailments like this, but since they do have such an extensive railway network, that is more likely to happen. This may seem like a minor derailment now, but those tankers contain highly flammable ethanol. I mean, who was that for? Grow up. Moments away from being hit by the train, this cyclist's life was thankfully spared because the train conductor hit the emergency brakes just in time. By some miracle, this trespasser managed to grab onto the platform for dear life when he noticed he was only inches away from the train, and somehow he made it out the other side. In such a busy intersection too, it's amazing that no cars ended up getting hit. I mean, props to whoever's maintaining those brakes, because if the braking system is still working after a derailment, you're pretty good. No, this isn't fake. And yes, these people need to grow up. So imagine you're just going about your day heading into work on a random Tuesday morning, and suddenly you're stuck behind this monster derailment affecting your work commute.
No, that just happened. That just happened. No way. Where?
I really don't think there's anything so unnerving as a burning train that is still moving. Thankfully, everyone on board made it out safely. It's one thing to be on a train that goes 95 miles per hour. It's quite another to be standing next to the train tracks having just run away from a train that's going 95 miles per hour. For a second, it looks like a really pretty day, and then suddenly it turns into a scene from Final Destination. This is insane. I mean, come on, man. They got lights, they got sounds, the train's shaking the ground, people are looking at you funny. What more do you need to know that there's a train coming? Now we got this immature dude who tried to force his way through a closed crossing gate, causing the train to have to put on their emergency brake. I guess in some places, even trains get caught in traffic jams. The famous train market in Thailand, also known for the least lazy salespeople ever, as every time a train comes through, they gotta pick it all up, move it to the side, and put it back down again. La 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 la, not a care in the world. You know how they say never touch the third line? Yeah, sometimes it can carry up to 750 volts in the winter.
Throwing flashback.
This busted water pipe was kind enough to give everyone on the train a nice refreshing drink of water. God, I hope that's clean.
No, it's not.
I don't care how long the train is, how much you're gonna have to wait, it's not worth this risk. After receiving multiple 911 calls about this creepy freight train on fire, firefighters finally arrived at the scene and somehow no one was hurt. But seriously, is this the Ghost Rider Express? As I watch this 600-foot, 85-year-old railroad trestle catch fire, burn, and collapse all in one video, it's weirdly beautiful and haunting. This scene happened just southwest of Portland in Sherwood. That guy just oozes that I'm too cool for rules vibe. Honestly, he's just lucky he didn't score a Darwin Award that night. Yeah, strong winds and wheels on your suitcase aren't a great mix. To this day, there is still no official cause as to what caused this rail trestle to catch fire in Richmond, but experts suspect arson. Oh my god, that's gotta be the meanest jump scare I've ever seen. And here we got a first-hand experience of the world's steepest incline railway.
And we're going through the tunnel. And it gets even steeper as we go through. We go even steeper. And there's the Jamison Valley down there.
I mean, what are the odds of catching the exact moment he dropped the car? The only vehicle a tram should ever have to stop for in its tracks is an ambulance. Despite it being probably the most hated chore in the Northern Hemisphere, this train seems to genuinely enjoy plowing through the snow. This is one of those, this is safe, right guys? They sold tickets online, so it has to be safe, right?
There we are, the last of the forestry of the time of forestry is just over there.
You know what they say when there's smoke? Get the heck out. Thankfully, in this case, all crew members made it out safely. This engineer had no clue he was dragging an entire derailed tank car until he got to his destination. Look, if you're feeling adventurous, go skydiving. Don't risk other people's lives too on the train tracks. You know, this clip initially made me really mad, but luckily, karma is served immediately and it is hilarious.
Wow, correct. What clone?
As we showed earlier, trains are very avid snowplow fans, and here's another one in its natural habitat. And sadly, this is what happens to train cars that just don't make the cut. Now this is just a classic train derailment, loud and raw and rough. But if you think that the life of the tram conductor is easy, then you better take a look at their typical day rate here. Man, this guy pulled away at the perfect second. If it would have been even a little bit longer, he would have gone head first into that train.
Jesus.
Number 1, why are you even out in the middle of the train tracks? Number 2, could you not just chill for a minute and let the train pass? Don't worry, they made the driver take care of the cost of repairing the gate.
And an idiot taxi driver similar to Sydney wants to cut you off.
You know, the problem with taxi drivers is they think they know the city so well they get cocky, and then they forget to check their blind spots. I think this crossing gate has maybe been listening to a little bit too much heavy metal. Love is meant to be loved and all, but you still gotta pay attention to your general surroundings. Where is it going? I just don't get it. Is it like a fun thing? Do they just not understand? Can somebody please explain?
Nope. Look at that guy running. You might do something, boy.
Not that trains are a new invention by any stretch of the imagination, but back in the 90s, they weren't even as advanced as they are now, so derailments happened even more often.
Holy shit! Holy!
And for the win, this train somehow managed to stay on the tracks even after one of its rail cars derailed. Apparently, all rail cars in North America have a 50-year lifespan, and when that's up, this is how they get rid of them off the tracks and into their final destination. I mean, is this horrible, bumpy railroad bike riding experience really worth the risk of an accident? When the drain plugs in this train were welded shut, passengers had the special privilege of trying out the first ever train with a pool. Aw, it's like Jack and Rose drifting apart from each other at the end of Titanic. Come back! Bro, I hate to break it to you, but when they talk about like extreme bicycling, BMX, they don't mean like running in front of a train. They mean like doing tricks and jumps and stuff like that. When it comes to the list of dumbest things you can do on the train tracks, this has somehow made it really close to the top. I mean, at least my understanding of physics is that the train would be safest when it's slowing down, right? Not in Russia. Even though a lot of these videos happened in the past, the city of Ohio suffered one of its worst train derailments last year in Springfield. Now, I'm not trying to gaslight here, but I feel like the train was a little bit dramatic over a teeny tiny wheel slip. In this real-life hero moment, rather than bracing himself, the train conductor runs back through the train, warning every passenger to brace for the impact before the crash happened. Don't click off yet. If you love our videos, subscribe now and hit that bell. And wait, there's more videos for you right here on the screen. Just click on the one that grabbed your interest and enjoy. See you there!